You are watching coverage of the Fnatic PlayOpen tournament cast by myself, TotalBiscuit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SHOUTcraft right here, casting the FnaticMSI $3,000 Open. I have for you Nerchio in the red trunks playing Protoss as part of this best-of-one single elimination format versus his opponent. We just saw him versus Brad OK, and now he is up against Nerchio. It's the one and only mighty Dimaga in the yellow trunks playing Zerg. This could be a very interesting play. As regards to Nerchio, Nerchio is great. He is part of the team against all authorities. Those guys are absolutely wonderful. Cast them in the Game Creds Clan Invitational, if you recall correctly. Games are up on my channel on youtube.com/TotalHalibut if you need some late night watching after this tournament is over. Nerchio is a wonderful player. He's exceptionally good at what he does, but bear in mind that Dimaga is also very, very mighty indeed. He is unbelievably good at this game. It is, again, in my opinion, very unfortunate that Dimaga had to face off against Brad OK so early on in this particular tournament, but when you have such a star-studded lineup, you're gonna have that happen every now and again, regardless of how much you actually seed. You just can't get enough brackets. Like, oh yeah, let's set up the brackets. Oh god, look at how many great players we've got right here. We're gonna end up running into that issue. I think it speaks volumes to the caliber of the tournament that it was able to attract so many people. And of course, thanks to the sponsor, MSI, and the team Fnatic for sorting this out. They are indeed great supporters of esports. Nerchio with the gateway, no big surprises, and the assimilator coming up right there. I got a little bit of criticism, actually, the last time that I said, oh, well, you know, the Protoss openings are incredibly boring, blah, blah, blah. You know, the Germans have a bad efficiency. They shall build the pylons, and they shall build the gateway, and they shall not deviate. Well, yes, there is one other build, of course, you can go with, which would be Forge Fast Expansion, but we're not seeing that right here. Pretty standard opening right here for Nerchio. It's not that I hate the Protoss, I don't hate the Germans either. I think they're absolutely wonderful people. They're just very, very efficient, very rigid in what they do. Dimaga spawning pool and Extractor. Extractor, Dimaga does this like almost all the time. Extractor, followed by spawning pool, loves to get the speedlings out nice and quickly, and especially against the Protoss. Very unsurprising that he'd decide to do that, because, well, you know what, Protoss have a tendency of building pylons in your expansion, and nobody likes that. Except the Protoss. The Protoss absolutely freaking adore doing that. I swear it's some kind of fetish, if I'm totally honest. Oh, baby, yes, I placed my pylon to your natural expansion. Oh, no, sorry, this is PG-13 rated cast. We can't be doing any of that nonsense. Thank you very much. I do not want to hear about Nerchio's pylon. I do want to hear, however, about Dimaga's little Zerglings, because he's going to send them out and see what he can do. Spreads them all across the map to give himself a nice little bit of map control. Nerchio with the Cybernetic score, pylon going down at the back as well. Hasn't grabbed his second gas as of yet, so relying, you know, pretty much on your basic gateway units. But we could see all sorts of things come out from him, and Dimaga then expands simply because he knows that, you know, that's so great about that opening. It's wonderful. I get some Zerglings out. Suddenly you can't build anything in my expansion. I'm going to dump it down anyway. Yes, it gets delayed a little bit, but Dimaga doesn't actually care. He's able to control it nice and easy. Scouts the ramp, sees a Stalker, sees a Zealot, wants to get the hell out of there. He'd love to live to fight another day. He might get... Oh, I'm so sorry. You just can't. Sacrifice yourself for the Swarm, man, is the greatest honor you can have as a Zergling. Second gateway coming down right here for Nerchio. Still on that one Extractor. No sign of an expansion yet. Oh, long-distance mining. Yes, indeed. That's what we call hardcore, folks, with Nerchio. Oh, yes. Stalker and the Zealot out. 10 more Zerglings on the way. This build is so dangerous and evil. Gets so many Zerglings out so fast. No sentry out as of yet for Nerchio. And bearing in mind, he does only have one gas. You can get it. Sentry out, certainly, but you gotta sink an awful lot of gas into it. There you go, there's your expansion right now. The question is, will he be able to defend it? Because, as you can see, Dimaga going into Roach in the early game, doable, certainly, especially if you've got to break down the Stalkers, break down the Zealots. Great idea to do it. Does he have enough Zerglings to push his way in there? He can certainly do very significant damage. No question about that. Can he kill the Nexus? Probably not, but he can get a surround, and that's the surround. There we go. Okay, let's see which one goes down first. One Stalker's gonna go down. There you go. It's a great surround right there. Excellent player by Dimaga. Takes the Zealot as well for free. Can he take the Stalker? He takes the Stalker. Oh my good lord in heaven. Wow, danger, danger. High voltage right here. That's what those probes say. Zappy, zappy with the tasers of the probes. It's just gonna be what he needs to actually repulse that. Oh, that is so much aggression being heaped on right here. Can he spawn anything else? He's got 7 Zerglings down, hasn't spawned anything else yet. He's gone mega into drones right there, because he knows he's so very safe. He knows the counter-attack is not happening. He even got a chance to scout the entire base. It's very, very good indeed. 2 Zealots out plus a Stalker. That's going to make life a little bit hard for our little Zerglings over there, so he needs to get out of that. But Dimaga now will have the commanding economic position. And that's exactly the case. He's 6 harvesters ahead of his opponent. There you go. Still a little bit of harassment going on, but he can't really do much with that. He knows it. He just wants to keep his opponent bottled up. 3rd gateway going down. No sign of robotics. Finally now getting the 2nd assimilator right now. And once the roaches start following up, that's going to make the job infinitely harder. You'll notice that Nerchio's built a bunch of sentries, sunk an awful lot of gas into it, which is great, because I'm sure that's exactly what Dimaga wanted. 3 more gateways coming up as well. Oh, sentries. Hey, I built Roach. It's very good. Works, does the job. Lots of roaches. Oh, man. Dimaga streaming ahead right now. Nerchio is able to pull a bit of that back with the double chrono boost approach, building as many probes. Always building the probes as you would expect a Protoss player to do. It's in the name, folks. Probe toss. Wait. What do you mean that's wrong? I've been saying it wrong for the last 2 years. My God. How you suddenly learn that. Plow reconstitution and the burrow upgrade coming up for Dimaga. Oh, yes, there you go. Zerglings into the line once again, but very little damage done. Oh, he's so close to taking that Zealot out. Nerchio now building a formidable force. He's going to be able to counterattack, but if he gets caught out in the open with those Zerglings and Roaches, then he's going to be in a lot of trouble. 9 Roaches already up. There you go. There's 10. Looking for 17 by the time that Nerchio actually goes in there. No sign of another expansion for Dimaga. He doesn't really need it. Good creep spread there as well. But he does still have fairly significant map control. He knows what's coming. He is prepared for it. Roaches pull back right there. He's not going to have the burrow upgrade or the speed upgrade in time. There's your proxy pylon. Nerchio transitions into what looks like a 5 gateway approach. Going to be putting on a lot of pressure from the pylon. That could cause problems for Dimaga, but Dimaga does have economic dominance. Oh, yes, indeed, folks. Round the side. There's the cancel. Nerchio spots it. He's like, whoa, okay, you've got lots of roaches. Yes, indeed, I do, says Dimaga. And I am ready to share them with you. That is what we do in the Soviet lands. Unfortunately for him, I don't think Nerchio wants it. He's not that kind of guy. He doesn't want it, but he's gonna get it anyway. There's Glial reconstitution and burrow up. Oh, robotics facility's on its way up, but it's not gonna be enough. There's the focus fire right there on the front line. Sentries actually proving to be a hindrance rather than a help. The Zealots had to run around them and took huge damage in the process. Front line annihilated. There's the quick burrow right there, and Dimaga continues to press that attack. It's very, very good indeed. Nerchio reinforces with the Stalkers from the rear, but will they be enough? I don't believe so. Only 9 versus 26 right there for Dimaga, and with the burrow, that means they last so much longer. They're the Energizer Bunnies, ladies and gentlemen, of the Zerg. They simply will not stop. They go on and on and on and on, and Zealots are gonna die. Oh my God, what a horrible way to die, folks. Big pull off the line right here for Nerchio. Nerchio in a bit of a desperate position right here as the attacks continue. 30 roaches on the field. Gets the expansion on the gold mineral line just for the sake of having it, but I honestly don't think Nerchio's gonna be able to pull this one off. Way more on the way. Great burrow placement once again. He needs that observer to stop that from happening, but 25 more seconds before it, and in that time, that expansion could be absolutely destroyed. Nerchio continues to pull it in there, and he is just running very low on resources. You see his resource count is going down right now. There's the burrow once again. Dimaga happy with that, not losing roaches, being very conservative with them, but when he's able to apply that hammer blow, it's deadly. Takes out a stalker per shot. It is brutality, folks. Nerchio continues to fall back, but it's 32 roaches against 5 stalkers. It's a foregone conclusion as far as I'm concerned. There is nothing he can do against this at all. Just not going to happen. Can't pull Immortals out, and even if he did, it won't be able to pull out enough anyway. 8 more roaches on the way. Dimaga, hammer blow, one and one again. Nerchio tries to hold the line. Can he do it? He simply cannot. He should know this by now. There's no way, absolutely no way he's going to be able to hold it. He's trying anyway. Give him credit for it. So much valiant defense there by the Protoss. Only 3 stalkers remaining. Oh dear. Good game. Ladies and gentlemen, Nerchio gives it up in fine style with the sportsmanship. Absolutely wonderful stuff right there. And Dimaga advances once again.